Peace and blessings, my brothers and sisters. Peace and blessings. I want to big up the Most High, yeah, and I want to shout to all of the supporters. First and foremost, I need to big up the Big 95 each and every time. First and foremost, the brother's sacrificing his life for this real change. We need to show appreciation, and we need to actually acknowledge the facts of what the brother's actually doing in the community and worldwide, up and down the country. We need to show a few minutes to give the brother his flowers. My name's Big P, aka Phil. Check out my Instagram, official.phil. I'm a director and CEO of my own company, B-History Services. We've been out here in the community finding ways to help people to earn legitimate money. That's what it's all about, and that's what we've been doing for the longest. There's many people that can vouch for that, and moving forward, we're looking to do more. That's what it's all about in life. Do as much as you can, and if you're in a position to making a difference in someone's life or anyone's life, isn't that what we're meant to do? If not for us, what about the next generation? If we're not doing it for ourselves, what about leaving something, a clear, military-minded, structured plan for the next generation to continue? So, like I said, we need to big up the UPP movement, a real organisation that's really out here looking for change. We need to pay homage. We need to give thanks, because people like that are really doing stuff. And next, you will be seeing my face. Don't worry, because like I said, there's always people that have something to say. There's plenty more to come. As for people asking about certain things, do you see Spider-Man? Do you know who is behind the mask? It's all irrelevant. Let's focus on what the brother's really doing, rather than trivial things that bear no relevance to what we're trying to do out here. So, outside of who I am and what I do on a day-to-day basis, I sat down with a Big 95 recently, and at the headquarters, and we've had deep, extensive conversations about how we're going to put down a clear structure in place whereby we're going to be helping the community. Because at the end of the day, human suffering has no face, my brothers and sisters. Injustices, it doesn't have a face. Wrong is wrong, regardless if everybody is doing it, and right is right, regardless if no one's doing it. And that's what we need to remember, brothers and sisters. So after the UPP and the B History sat down, B-History Services by anybody, check it out. Like I said, jump on the Instagram, official.phil, check it out, big it up, follow it, support it. Real movements, real change. After we sat down and had our Cobra meeting with the UPP and the B-History, we come to the conclusion. We built a clear understanding of what we're about and where we're going to be taking this. And there's just so much to come. There's so much to come, brothers and sisters. Seriously, there's so much to come that I couldn't even put it all into one video. So there will be many more videos to come. Keep checking out. Do your bit. Like, share, subscribe. Do the old school thing. And tell a friend. Word of mouth. There's no better way. Tell your friend and they'll tell their friend. Yeah, let's get the message out. So, after leaving the Big 95 headquarters, I went back to my people. I sat down with my people, and we've come to the conclusion, and we was able to raise funds. We kept a track of all the donors that wanted to donate towards the real cause to making a difference in people's lives, which 95's been mentioning. We've raised a certain amount of money. I'll disclose the amount at a later date. That will be being handed personally to Big 95, and he will be going to put that towards whatever he feels the community needs at that moment, whether it's shopping for Christmas, presents, This is what I'm talking about, being in a position to making a difference. And also, while we're on the topic, I want a massive shout out to Asha Phillip, a massive shout out to what she's done, what she's achieved. As a family member, I'm more than proud of what she's done. And ladies and gentlemen, you should type it into your search engine, Asha Phillip, because that should be an incentive to any young brother, sister, whoever you are, to show you that coming from a humble beginning, from Leytonstone, you can be whatever you want to be. You know, let's never ever fall into the not getting ideas above our station. You know, we can be whatever we want to be in this world, and she's living proof of that. Many of my family members are. You know, every one of my family members has done something outright. So I just want to say a massive shout out to my family, you know, because without family and unity, what are you? What are you? So a massive shout out to Mary Phillip, Jerry Belgrave, because without them two people, I wouldn't be here. So if you're really about change, tune in, stay locked in, subscribe, share, like, tell a friend, because what's about to happen in 2023, I don't think anyone's really prepared for it. What me, 95, and the fantastic crew down at UPP are about to do, I don't think anyone's really ready for what's going to come next. So if you're on board, you know, it takes many people to build a chain. So we're building up real links. It's not about beating a drum. It's not about blue ticks. It's not about clout, marching, demonstrating. It's about real change and implementing real change. That's what we're going to be doing for 2023. So stay focused. This is Big P, aka Phil. Check me out, official Phil Instagram. Tell a friend. And, you know, like I always say, big up the general himself. I've had the pleasure to sit in a room, the headquarters, and to lay down blueprints that are, in my opinion, going to be shocking to a lot of people. And it's going to cause a shock to a lot of people's nervous system. Because we're not here joking around. We're not messing around. A lot of people have come before us and have tried and have failed. And as Big 95 said, we are, no if, buts or maybes, we are going to get to that fourth quarter. We are. You know, and if it ain't for us, we're going to be doing this for the next generation. That's what we're going to be doing it for. So, like I always say, you know, look, because before I close out, you know, everybody's on change. You know, everybody wants to, you know, make a difference. But do they really? And that's what we're about. We're trying to get out of this free strike circle they seem to have our people in, and start getting our papers on. So that's what we're going to do. Strength in numbers. We're going to come all over the country, and we're going to prove once and for all that there is nothing but opportunity. That's all Big 95's giving. That's all he's looking to do, is bring opportunity. And I'll be telling you what the opportunity is very shortly, very shortly. So like, share, subscribe, keep supporting the Big 95. Big up the whole UPP family. I want to shout out to B-History Services, all my staff, everybody that's helped me to continue to be a managing director, a CEO, to help me to be in a position to be affecting many different people's lives. And now it's about the fourth quarters, ladies and gentlemen. So if you're watching the videos, let's do what we can do as a people in our power to make a difference. And that's what I'd like to see from now on, because like I said, I've been there from the start. I've been there from the start. 95 can vouch for that. He knows me, Big P. You know, I come down to the headquarters, and you know, when we sit down and we discuss things, it's a professional, military minded. It's not a joke and a laugh. It's serious business. And we're going to be linking up everybody all up and down the country. We'll be slamming a UPP/B history flag all over. So from the Lake District to Leytonstone to Forest Gate to Tottenham to Peckham to Brixton, we are going worldwide with this, up and down the country, international. We're serious. We're serious. So it's about togetherness. It's about coming together and moving as one. So that's what it's about, my ladies and gentlemen. Stay locked, stay sharing, stay subscribed. Peace and love to everybody that follows 95, everybody that supports in any way they can. We have nothing but love for the people that are genuinely trying to help us make change, and that's what we're going to continue to motor forward for 2023. So you will be hearing of Big P, aka Phil, a lot more down in Leytonstone, doing what we're doing all over. And also, just before I go, anybody coming to the borough thinking that they're going to be coming from outside with their lots of opportunity they already have, we're not going to allow them to come to areas that we've been in, whether it's people jumping off from the Windrush we've been in for a number of years. We're not going to have them coming and taking grants. We're going to be outing people, so just bear that in mind, because we're not interested in blue ticks, clout, beating drums. We'll have them on the ropes, as 95 said. So that all that behaviour needs to stop. And also, all this hardo bread, Chinese man not giving people their credit, stop with all that, because we're sick of all of that.
The homework you had for the weekend.
Checking the homework's done and the school bag is packed and ready. Anthony works full-time as a bus driver and is raising his 2 children on his own.
You need your math set, your compact math set.
He left his home after a relationship breakdown and was put into this temporary 1-bedroom flat. He says it's cramped and unsuitable, but the council has taken him off the housing list. He says they told him he'd made himself intentionally homeless.
Don't know, I'll go on big 95, yeah? First things first, man's got to talk about that eviction thing, yeah? Where the man and his family, the little girls, them are getting evicted from the Ross Clark Council yard. This is the protest man should be outside back in my man. I think he comes from New Cross or Lewisham or somewhere like that. But hear what I'm saying to the man them. If we're active, we should be back in that protest. There's no way 2 little pitney should be getting evicted out of a yard and that because some dumb council movements. This is what I'm saying. When you start putting pressure on these council people, they will know to fall back. Just that man them ain't moving right. Man them are coming on the news and doing sort of bullshit, but we're not doing the real thing. Go up there, you get me, stand up, you get me, go outside the Ross Clark Council house, 500 man, you get me, strong. Let them know, say, yo, if that get evict, you get me, there ain't no more council coming around there, you understand? Come on, man have to start getting acting serious and standing up for what we really believe in, do you understand? The man's suffering on the Ross Clark news with his 2 pitney them, like, you get me, stressed, you get me, ready to get evicted. Come on, man, what sort of life is that? You get me, for the youths them, you get me, they're supposed to be going to school, you understand? Peaceful, peace of mind, going to school, learning something. Listen, man, them things, they get me mad serious. I got another thing I want to chat about as well, you get me? Through this fucking, I see one gal, you get me, on the train or the bus or something, must have licked one youth and must have spat in his face, and you get me, badding up one next gal. Do you get what I'm saying? And I'm saying this is how the sisters are going on. Like 17-year-old girl, you look like, you know, like you're going on like you're a man. You get me, no respect. And anyway, differently, are you licking up little youths and that? You gotta have more decorum than that. You're supposed to be able to handle yourself and be able to get little youths in check without having to lick them and spit on them and take the glasses. Are you mad? My man, sister should have come and rocked off your head back. You're crazy. Your mum should have came and boxed you up. You mad? Some of these girls, these girls are disrespectful, you understand? Little girl going in like they're big people, you understand that? Little idiot gal on the bus, you get me? You're watching the footage and you're seeing like the abusement of the little youth. Yeah, hear what I'm saying? The youths, them are rude, you get me? But there's a way in that you deal with them, innit? You don't drop to their level. The last thing you do is drop to youths' levels, you understand? When you're trying to educate them, when you're trying to school them on something, you don't go licking the youth, give the youth a cocoa in his head and that. And you listen, man, see them sort of gal there, them sort of gal come up to them and deal with them properly and let them know, say, yo, that bully thing we not deal with, innit? Yeah, big gal trying to bully little kids, you get me? As what I said, certain youths are rude and certain youths deserve certain things, but in that situation, my man never deserved that, you get me? And the gal that you was shouting in her face, she never deserved that though. You went in too hard for that, you get me? Yeah, you forget call out, you forget name and shamed, man. See you ones there, you forget name and shamed, 100%. Done, no, big 95.